Hey, what's up, guys and girls? This is Brandon from Off-Road RC TMLIK here, or Lost in Korea if you're on the Jeep forums. Anyways, this is my 2003 TJ Wrangler. This is an SE, and I paid $3,500 for it. That's right, and it's only got 27,000 miles. Anyways, I seen a couple videos. One guy, I kind of got the idea, just do some like update videos, basically of everything I do to it. And kind of keep that out there. This is going to be built to one of my scale RC. If you guys know, I'm pretty crazy about RC stuff, and I build stuff all the time. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this Jeep, and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna get there. I can tell you right now, cosmetically, this Jeep has no issues whatsoever. And actually, there's a tiny little dent on the other side where the previous owner had hit something. It was one of those little parking things. But you could literally ding that out for about 50,000 won and have it repainted here in Korea the same color, no problem whatsoever. But other than that, the Jeep is like extremely clean, and you know, like I said, 27,000 miles on it. You really can't go wrong with it, well, which is really cool. I've done a couple things to it. I got a new top on the way, Best Top Trek NX. It's going to be a frameless top, which is kind of cool. I had a lot of problems getting other stuff shipped here, but right now, obviously it's silver, bright silver color, and I have some new tires and wheels in the works. I went with a 33. I got a 4-inch lift kit that I'm trying to get right now. I'm trying to decide which one to go with. I don't want to have to go get a slip yoke eliminator and drive shaft just off the bat right now. But anyways, a couple things that I did to it. It does have a bikini top on it. It's like it was when I got it. Had a bikini top on it. The guy doesn't have a tailgate bar in the back when I got it, so he had some water in there, and it had been sitting for about 2 years. So when I got it, and the top over here that I had, it's on the ground. He had the Best Top kind of covers the windshield and the whole thing. So I had a bunch of mold on the inside of the Jeep and stuff, but I paid some guy $160 basically, 180,000 won. And he comes out and he cleaned it. I mean, he cleaned it for 6 hours, like steam cleaning it. And it was pretty cool, but now it's like brand new on the inside. I got a new Best Top on the way. Right now it just stays down in the basement park with a top on it. But I had it cleaned up, and as you can tell on the inside, you're going to get that annoying beeping. Actually, you really can't tell because it's kind of dark in here. Sorry about that. But I threw a new one of those polarized huge rear mirrors in it, which is really nice. I threw a Boss a DVD player in there. It's a Bluetooth DVD player, so it's pretty cool. Obviously, the inside is extremely clean. I mean, honestly, it's like new. There's not one issue with the inside of the Jeep. I mean, it's beautiful. All the tags still on it, you know. I mean, it's really gorgeous, actually. Can't really tell, but the top is, you know, the windows are in perfect condition. There's no problems with that. There's even a scratch on the whole thing, except that tiny little dent on the other side, which the previous owner actually he's pissed off. He was pissed off about when he sold it, but you know, he's trying to tell me the story, and then that the Jeep was extremely clean except that one part, and he's totally right. I mean, this Jeep is extremely clean. There is no. This is the only thing I had to complain about. It's just a little. It's got that kind of like rust, kind of starting to get a rust tint on it, but it's not really rust. Just like some of the bolts, you know, after a while they stay outside, they get that kind of rust thing about them. They kind of look like a rust tint. But I'll end up painting that, and that's the only thing on the whole Jeep that kind of has that kind of thing. Obviously, underneath it has a little more of that, like the bolts on front here. You can see they kind of have like a little rust kind of tint to them. But as soon as I start cleaning them up and touching them up and stuff like that, I got the guards, and I'm going to remove these bezels this weekend and have those painted. And then I got the guards. Obviously, you know, a lot of people use those stock guards. I think they look pretty cool. And I'll have a black and silver theme going on with it. I got the air vent cowl up top coming, and I'm going to order a Porcelain Spider hood louver for it. I just think those are the sexiest things known to man. For these Jeeps, I did put this little stubby antenna on it. I didn't really like the really long, kind of whip, kind of ugly, kind of color antenna, so I got this little stubby one, which I think looks pretty good on there. It matched up perfectly. There's no problems at all with it. I got it off Amazon for like 15 bucks, but it's very clean and matched right up. No problem. I had all kind of adapters when it came in the mail, and there was no problems. But again, I mean, it is extremely clean. Sound bar up top there. Anyways, yeah, I mean, this is video one. I just want to kind of show off the Jeep and you know, get everybody kind of on the same page and what I'm trying to do with it, I gotta get some rockers for it. I have the lift kit for it. The 33s are kind of in works. I haven't decided on exactly the tire that I want, but just gonna lift it up and throw some rockers on it, along with I'm re-gearing the diffs to a 488 because this is only a 4-banger. It's a 2.4. I got this little phone holder here. It holds my phone in place because I use my phone for navigation, and I ran a cable all the way through. Stuff of that nature. It took me about an hour to rewire and pull the old radio out here and everything, and get this DVD player in here and stuff of that nature. Other than that, like, I wish you could really see the internals. I'll do it later. I'll pull it up in the sun when I have a chance, and you guys can kind of take a look at it from there. But right now, you know, anyway, it's kind of an overview of what was going to happen to it. But basically, lift, tires, some grill accents. New bumper is going to come for it. I'm going to get the Rough Country hybrid with a winch drop-in, with the light bar that comes over it with their 20-inch LED bar. This one also has a 50-inch LED bar on the way with HMF mounts, and it has the D2 rigid dualies that are going to go right in the side. But they're going to go on the mount. The HMF actually has a you know, a lot of the 50 inches come down here. They have your 50-inch mounts up here. They come down. A lot of people mount their D2s here. Okay, they have the adapter plates, but a lot of people with the D2s, I think it's a lot of hood glare is what I'm hearing. Fortunately, I don't get to see a lot of stuff here because I'm in Korea, but the people that has that, they say they have a lot of hood glare when they come off because the lights are so bright. So what HMF did was they actually mount the 50-inch and they come down right here, and then your D2s or those type of fog lights, the smaller fog lights or the spotlights, are mounted here, so they're up above the hood and they're completely even with the driver's view, which is cool. That's cool to me. So I really like that. They call that the, I think it's a Plus, HMF 50-inch Plus design. And they look really clean, really sexy online, and I can't wait to get those. Also, I'm going to get a snorkel on this thing. I know people, oh my God, you're going to get a snorkel, because a lot of people get really defensive, like, you don't go in the water. Well, that's true, I don't go in the water. But the snorkels, they have a lot of more benefits than just water crossing. Korea is really extremely dusty here, and just like another person I've seen explain on the forums is, you know, I was going to get a K-in cold air intake for this, but I got to thinking about it. But what vehicles can you really put a snorkel on? You know, there's not many vehicles out there that really they even make snorkels for. And if I obviously have a Wrangler, I'm going to play with it and have a snorkel put on this thing, because not only is it ram cold air effect, just like an intake would be, but it's just, you know, looks, style. I heard they sound mean, so I'm really excited about getting one. And the simple install on the Jeep, I hear. So hopefully you guys can see that update a little bit later. But right now, like I said, it's the only ding in the whole thing, and it really is going to slide right out of there. I know, like I said, $50. So I know they can do it. They did a lot. They did some work on my truck, and it cost about $100 or something a little bit worse than that. So anyway, that's my silver 2003 TJ, and hopefully you guys can kind of see it evolve. I got my my decal sponsors, decal sponsors, whatever you want to call them. Moto SDK, they're going to go to town on this thing as soon as I bring it over to the shop. Put a full wrap decal all over across it, and it's going to look great. I can't wait to see what they come up with as far as designs are concerned on this Jeep. There's no telling what they're going to do. Because when I drop stuff off his shop, it comes back and it doesn't look the same at all. So I can't wait to show you guys that. Also got these light guards coming. I really like these guards. Always have when I see them on Jeeps. I'm kind of drawn to those. I'm not going with the swing arm. A lot of people go with the swing arm, but here in Korea, I mean, the parking's kind of tight, and this is actually not bad because I'm on basement 3 right now, I think, B2 or B3, I can't remember. But when you get close to these walls, you can't use a swing arm, and then when you're parking out in Korea, you can't use a swing arm and then use your tailgate open. So there's no sense of me getting that. And plus, this just looks good. But I have a fifth wheel and fifth tire going to come to match the others. I mean, you have to for the sexiness pill. I also got some Trek Armor seats I have on order. That's the seat covers that cover the rear seat and the 2 front, with all the camo Molly inserts. I also have the Smitty built overhead console coming, Smitty built tailgate Molly console thing coming, and I got the door consoles coming from Smitty built. Those are the ones I'll hold all the Molly gear and all the pouches. But my seat covers from Trek Armor do the same thing. They have the same Molly gear in the rear, and I have the seats black, the inlane silver, and then the Molly webbing is silver. So they're going to look just ridiculously sexy. So anyways, can't wait to get them in, and I'll make another video when that happens. Anyways, this is Brandon, Team LIK, Off-Road RC, Lost in Korea, out.